Hello, my name is Visor, and welcome to episode 32 of Let's Play The Witcher 2, Rocheside. Now, I know updates have been pretty erratic these last few weeks, mostly because I lost over half my LP due to some YouTube issue. The issue has been resolved, so we're going to continue the LP and finish Rocheside in about 2-3 more episodes. Now, last episode we dealt with the Temerian nobles and tried to figure out who was trying to kill Foltest's children. Turns out, pretty much all of them. But that's been resolved now, and then we had a vote about whether we should go help Triss or rescue Anaïs. Now, there were some fairly convincing arguments on both sides, but I think what really sold it for saving Anaïs is this really cute little picture. I mean, how can I say no to that? So this episode, we're going to help Roche rescue Anaïs. Anyway, what we need to do is find Roche, who's actually hiding down here, because this leads to Dethmold's camp.
Can we go?
Yep. Oh, actually, we probably could tell him about what happened to Anaïs and Boosie first.
Brigida Papperbrock. She gave me some pretty good leads.
Tell me.
Baron Kimbold hired some thugs to murder the royal bastards.
Son of a bitch. Foltest never trusted him. Turns out he was right not to.
It was Count Maravel who kidnapped Anaïs. He wanted to hand both children over to the Nilfgaardians, but Boosie was killed.
Damn it all. Radovid is one thing, but Nilfgaard. When I get my hands on Maravel.
You won't. I delivered the evidence against both of them to Natalis, but the constable decided to ask Kimbold for help and arrested Maravel.
Wise. There will come a time for Kimbold as well, but Maravel needed to be removed immediately. A traitor is a traitor. They should take off his head. Can we go?
Yep.
Let's do this.
Dethmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Dethmold and rescue the royal child.
You never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
See that? Dethmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Why are you here?
We have business with Dethmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
So the dialogue here seems a little weird. The only option I have is using Axii, which I'll do, but it almost seems like I should have an option to bullshit them or something, you know?
Now.
This is my banquet. I don't want any unwanted guests.
Okay, so Geralt and Roche are going to go on a quick little warpath. Should be fun.
Quickly, up top! Help me up! The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
I think it's pretty ridiculous that Roche threw a sword like that. I mean, I know it normally throws knives, but that was a goddamn sword.
Defend the passage!
Hang on!
Unit 2! Block the passage!
I killed them all.
About time. We're already done here.
He'll pay dearly.
Anyway, this section, a lot of yelling, a lot of enemies, but it's pretty fun. Especially since we're pretty much set up now. And these guys are fairly easy now. Okay, in this next area, Roche is still on top.
Who are you here, cunts?
A lot of yelling. Anyway, Roche is still on top. He'll take care of the archers, supposedly. We can take out these knights. I mean, we could actually help and throw some bombs up there, but it's not necessary. Ooh, we have our charged up finisher. We'll use it on the next group. Hopefully we'll get something new and something really cool.
Man your positions, you horses!
And we get...
Close ranks!
We've seen this one already.
I've got a crossbow, Geralt. Leave it
Oh well,
away.
still works. They're dead. Anyway, we should be able to charge up another finisher in this fight, so we'll get another chance to see something cool. Anyway, just need to take out these guys.
Well, Geralt, for heads out! Get him!
There we go. Okay, next group. And there's Dethmold's apprentice. We need to take care of him as well. Oh, okay. I heard an arrow, so I was hoping it was Roche using his crossbow, but doesn't look like it. Anyway.
Vernon, watch out.
Come on, just die already. It's kind of useful that we can set armor guys on fire now. Really helps.
All's clear. I'm coming over to you.
Cool, so Roche is coming down. We just need the mage to come down. But until then, we can kill these guys pretty easily. Come on, get down. I need to kill you. Oh, fuck. Walked into a campfire. That's gonna actually probably do quite a bit of damage. Wow, I'm getting really low. Oh, mage. Perfect. Now, the problem with the mage is he has a damn...
Say your prayers!
Quinn shield, but if we use some Ard, we should be fine. Just need to delay for a little bit. Actually, we might be able to do another finisher. There we go, a 2-man finisher. It's effective. Now let's just get that mage. Perfect, okay. We should be able to finish him off. Nice, okay. So, Dethmold's magical fire's gone now. We can get inside. I guess it's probably the apprentice's magic.
What's he doing?
Sounds like he's awfully busy.
Okay. What's we got going on?
I can hear him. Dethmold's here and he's not alone.
Well, there's Anaïs. Can't walk into that.
There is one crime that all civilizations consider irredeemable and unforgivable. Regicide. Transgression of laws both human and divine. A blow to the vital organs of society. That is why those in power create bloody havoc and wallow in it. They are never punished. Not subject to moral judgments, they stand above the law. Henselt's blood now stains Roche's hands and mine. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want to. Now Henselt is a cold corpse, and the blue stripes in the world beyond are laughing.
I don't know about you, but I personally really hate monarchies. The whole divine rule stuff. Fuck that bullshit.
Did you see Radovid's retinue? I swear the snot-nosed lad thinks he's king of the world. He should never have shown up here after the recent events in Redania. Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizimir, I hope he ends up like the first. And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Pants off. You've broken my arm! You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me.
That's kind of fucked up.
Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
That's really fucked up.
No!
Ooh.
You reap what you sow. Time to free Foltest's daughter.
Honestly, I'm really glad my videos weren't removed due to, whatchamacallit, violence, because holy shit was that violent. Anyway, while you're in here, you want to check out his chest. He actually has a really cool sword. It's comparable to our current steel sword, but it has more rune slots, so I could cram in more runes. I think ultimately it doesn't do more damage, but it also gives you +1 vigor and, you know, a chance of instant killing. I think it might be better, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, this guy.
Have mercy! He forced me!
Oh, the nightmare's over. Let's talk to Anaïs.
Are you all right? I am Vernon Roche of Temeria. This is Witcher Geralt.
She's terrified.
If Dethmold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
What'll you do with the child, Vernon?
I made an arrangement with Radovid, and Vernon Roche always keeps to his word.
Okay, so we have a choice here. We can either just go with it and give Anaïs to Radovid, or we can try to convince Roche that giving her to Radovid is a bad choice. Personally, I wanted to do that because I think for Temeria it would be better. Plus, I'll be honest, I don't like monarchies, I don't really trust Radovid, so...
Kings only keep their promises when it suits them.
We saw him together. You heard what he said.
You didn't have Anaïs then. Now you do. Take a minute, consider your options.
I'm a soldier, not a diplomat.
Well, you need to start thinking like a diplomat. You're about to decide Temeria's future.
So let's see. We have a lot of options. I think this is really what I'm concerned about. Will Redania actually preserve Temeria's independence? I don't think so.
What would Radovid gain by allowing Temeria to remain independent?
He'll marry Anaïs and unite the two kingdoms.
Anaïs is not of age.
But she will be. The kingdoms united could even resist Nilfgaard.
Uh-huh.
Anaïs won't don the crown anytime soon. A lot could happen in the meantime. A lot could change.
True enough, but you can't predict everything.
Still, it might be worth trying. What else could you do?
Nothing. I either break my pledge to Radovid or honor it.
Suppose you break it.
I'll make another enemy.
Enemies are something you can handle, you said so yourself. The Temerian delegation is in Loc Muinne. Maybe we should consider handing the child over to them.
John Natalis. Good soldier, poor politician.
Natalis may not be the most polished diplomat, but both your grandmothers tilled the same soil. Your grandfathers fought side by side.
By taking the child to John Natalis, I'll spark a civil war. The barons won't acknowledge her right to the throne until they feel a boot on their neck.
So in this case, we can go maybe sarcastic, or we can go for freedom. And I think freedom is just very patriotic.
I don't claim giving her to the Temerians will solve all your problems. But freedom's precious, Vernon. One of those things you don't appreciate until it's gone. Considered what they'll say in Temeria when they hear Vernon Roche handed their crown princess to the head of a foreign state?
If Radovid keeps to his word, they just might name a holiday after me.
Careful, Vernon. It's a slippery slope. You could easily be branded a traitor, and brands are tough to scrub off.
I guess you're right. Dishonored I'll be no one. Not in Temeria, not anywhere else. Natalis it is. Come, child. I'll take you to a safe place.
Okay, so we'll lead her out of here, but for breaking our promise with King Radovid, there are consequences.
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
In the name of King Radovid, we demand that you hand over the child of Louisa la Valette.
We're headed elsewhere.
Not my concern. My orders are clear.
We are not Radovid's subjects. His orders don't apply to us.
If you won't come peacefully...
Look around before you threaten us again, you fool.
I mean, looking around actually shows that it's a 2v5, but we can take care of them. In fact, we can probably kill all of them with just fire. Almost. Pretty close anyway. There we go.
So, the Temerian camp?
We've lost a lot of time. The talks have probably begun. Come, child. At least that scumbag is no longer among the living.
Only I know who killed Henselt. Dethmold's different. Remember, he had many powerful friends.
As head of the Special Forces, I've always had powerful foes. Somehow, I managed to deal with them.
You never know how the Temerians will receive Anaïs.
She's of royal blood. That should be enough.
Many in Temeria believe the bloodline ended with Foltest.
Where are you going, Geralt? Come back!
That some of your countrymen may already see themselves as the founders of a new dynasty.
Walked ahead a little bit too much and he freaks out. It's all clingy now, since we're friends, I guess. Anyway, though, I'm not sure why Geralt is trying to convince Roche out of doing what we just convinced him into doing. Though I suppose you could also just say he's trying to convince him to be very cautious. It's probably wise. Anyway, we're almost done here.
If you want to find me, I'll be at the talks.
See you, Vernon.
Cool, leveled up. Now, yeah, we didn't quite level up to 35 yet, which is max level, but we're pretty close. Anyway, what should we do with our 3 points? I think pretty much have everything in the magic tree except maybe one of the effect masteries. Ah, there it is. We'll get more critical effect that way. I think that about does it for the magic tree. I think in the swordsmanship tree, we can also get more critical effect. Like that. And what else can we get? Can't really do that. Don't want more health. Maybe... Ah, this will do. More vigor regeneration in combat. That should be good. Anyway, that pretty much does it. So I'm going to go take care of a few things. Then we'll head to the big talks. Okay, so here we are, right outside of the talks. But first, look, got our new Vran sword. It's pretty cool. Damage is not as good as Dancer, but I stuck more runes into it. I get that +1 vigor, and I have a really high chance of freezing or setting them on fire. All good stuff and better than just bleeding. However, there's also one other weapon I want to show off. After all, we did get Dethmold's wand. It's a very interesting weapon. Not a very good one, but it looks funny. And actually, that's not right. Last time I had it, it was really shiny. Could be wrong. Do I need to draw it? Maybe? There we go. Now it's active. Again, not a good weapon, but it's very cool looking anyway. But enough showing off. We need to get into the talks. Alright, you two, let's go save Temeria.
This will be a great moment. Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's get this done.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
Alright, this should be a game changer.
Noble attendees, I ask you to forget the words I uttered mere moments ago. Behold, Anaïs la Valette. Royal blood courses through her veins. She is the rightful heir to the Temerian throne.
This child is a bastard.
The girl will go to Vizima, where she will be presented to the nobility. She is yet too young to rule, but our laws of succession make provision for such cases.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
The Talus won't let her be harmed. We did all we could.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the northern kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tansarville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you shall be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your lands.
I presume he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations. Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses?
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigold, Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tansarville. To my deepest regret, 2 Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahid and Fringa de Vigo, were also members. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
Your Majesty, what's the meaning of this?
Arrest them all. Your document will have to wait, honorable sorcerers.
You have no right.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Loc Muinne. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
Geralt, we're cut off! I can't get through! Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Okay, so a bunch of big reveals in that scene, but this is the end of this episode. So thank you for watching, I hope you liked the video, and we'll be back next time when we fight a motherfucking dragon.